Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. Today, first, we are going to learn how to use formula. For this part, we are going to calculate the percentage. For any math operation, we need to start with equal sign. And then to calculate the percentage, that's one for Ahmad Ifan bin Abdul Ghaffar, we take his result over the full mark, which is 50, cell H5, and then we time with 100. Then we enter. To make it to other, also for the other people, we drag it down to the number 19. But we can see here the number is ridiculous, so there's something wrong to this formula. So let's check it out. This is H5, which is the full mark, but here in H6, which is not the full mark. To solve this problem, we are going to learn about absolute reference. What is absolute reference? Absolute reference is we add here H5. We only refer to this cell. And for this cell too, we are going to make it H5 also. Make it only refer to this cell. So to correct that, we need to change this. We add dollar in front of the S, the H, and dollar in front of 5. And then we enter. Here, again, we drag it down to recorrect the formula. Here we see that it is used absolute reference for cell, other cell. And now the problem is solved. Next, we move to test 2. As usual, we start with equal sign for math operation. Take the mark by the student over the full mark, time with 100. Don't forget to change it to become absolute reference by adding dollar in front of J and dollar in front of 5. Enter and drag the formula down. See, all is good. Move to the next. Again, we do the same. Mark getting by Ahmad Ifan Ghaffar over the full mark times with 100. Change it to absolute reference, absolute reference, and enter. Then drag down. Next, percentage for test 4 as usual, equal sign, mark over the full mark, time with 100, change it to absolute reference, absolute reference. Write down so the other using the same formula. Final test. Equal sign, result by the student over the full mark, time with 100, change it to absolute reference, absolute. Drag the formula. So for this part, because we are referring to the full mark, so we need to use absolute reference. How to use absolute reference? Look at the cell H7. Example, if we are going to absolute reference for this cell, then we need to put dollar in front of H and dollar in front of A. That is what is absolute reference. Move to the next. We are going to learn how to use function average to calculate the average mark for Ahmad Ifan Abdul Ghaffar for all the tests. So to keep this up, insert function. Then we search average in the search function. Enter, we found the average. Now we choose the which range we want, which number we want to add. First we want percentage 1, then percentage test 2, then percentage test 3, percentage test 4, and percentage for final test. Then we just enter, and then we will get the average mark for Ahmad Ifan bin Abdul Ghaffar. Next, we just drag it down so others also have it. Same formula. Next, we move to how to learn use function if. We are going to learn function if by giving the grade for this student. First, we look at the grade reference. A plus 85 to 100, A 80 to 84, A minus 75 to 79, B plus 70 to 74, B 65 to 69, B minus 64 to 60 to 64, C plus 55 to 59, C 50 to 55, C minus 47 to 49, D plus 44 to 46, D 40 to 43, E 30 to 39, and fail 0 to 29. So let's use if function. As usual, to start every operation or function we start with equal sign. And then we write if. Here we see if. That we choose from here and we find if. Here if. You can see to use if function we have three. First, the logical test. What are we testing in this blank space? We tell what are we testing, and if it is true, what will it become? And if the logical test is not true, it will use this value. It may be you can write it false, fail, or maybe you can also use another function in this value if false. To make it more easy, let's write the formula, the function. If and open bracket, the average mark, if the average mark is bigger or equal, then we look at the grade reference 85. Is bigger or equal than 85. Then that's our logical test. Next, value if true. We use comma. Then Ahmad Ifan Abdul Ghaffar will get A plus because of his his result is more than 85. But we need to put the apostrophe like this one and this one, so that the Microsoft Excel can read this as a can read this. And then we move to value if false. First here, if average mark is bigger than 85, then it is A plus. And here, but we use comma and but, and then we put another if function in if function, and but if average mark of Ahmad Irfan Abdul Ghaffar is bigger or equal than 80, comma, then it is only A, comma, but if Ahmad Irfan bin Abdul Ghaffar average mark is bigger or equal than 75, then it is only A minus. But if Ahmad Irfan average mark, sorry, I forgot to put the upper bracket. If average mark is bigger or equal than 70, then it is B plus. But if Ahmad Irfan average mark is bigger or equal than 65, then it is B only. But if Ahmad Irfan Abdul Ghaffar is average mark is bigger or equal than 60, then it is it is only it is B minus. Always refer to the grade reference so that we will not pop in filling the grade. But if the average mark is bigger or equal than 55, then it is C plus. But if the average mark is bigger or equal than 50, then it is C. But if the average mark is bigger or equal than 47, then it is C minus. But if average mark is bigger or equal than 44, then it is, don't forget your commas for the next value if true. Next, then it is D plus. But if Irfan bin Abdul Ghaffar with RC, you can also write RC if you don't want to click the cell. RC is bigger or equal than 40, then it is 43. It is D, sorry. But, and the last one for not yet. But if RC is bigger or equal than 30, then it is E. But if RC is bigger or equal than 0, then it will be failed, which is F. That's it. So before we enter for this function, we need for each open bracket, it need to have its close bracket. So let's we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need to have 13 close bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we enter. See, because of this mark is above than 85, he get A plus. Then we just drag it down so the other student also have grade. Let's check it if it tally or not. See, now it is C minus because it is 49. C minus 49. Yes, it is 49. Next, we learn. Next, we move to learn how to use function max and minimum. So, for this part, we're going to search the maximum mark in this range data and for maximum and minimum in test 1. So, let's start with function. Find max. Here max. Okay, go. And now we choose the range. Here percentage test 1. Enter. Here also test 2 max range. Enter. Here max test 3. Here max test 4. Here function choose max, choose the range and enter. And from the average mark also the max, the range, enter. So for minimum we search min and go here min. Choose the range. Same as the max, we choose the range, the min, the min, what min test 3, min test 4, min final test, and the last min for the average mark. Done. We've learned how to use the maximum and minimum function. First we choose max or minimum and then put the range data. So why we use min and max? To observe at the range data which is the highest number and the lowest number.